voices in my head, they come to me, they understand, they talk to me. Yep. Well, it's time for that rehab. And yeah, time for some deep conversations with yourself. So let's get that Art Feretta episode 11 of season 3 review started. Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is your Anime Legacy and the Anime Lounge again with Art Feretta season 3 episode 11 review. And this episode was better than last week's. It wasn't meh, it was better, but it wasn't the greatest episode either. Now, the key highlight of this episode, obviously, is Koki's descent into madness, and I'll be making that video, probably Sunday, cause I have to work. I have work from basically Wednesday to Saturday, so I don't have that time because I work basically what's equivalent of the night shift at Walmart. So gotta wait till my days off to do a lot of stuff when it comes to videos. But as for the episode itself, it's like, yeah, the highlight of this episode was Koki's descent into madness because of the nature of this labyrinth, where basically he starts to flip out on everybody. Like I said before about the video I make on Koki, this would have been better done if episodes 13 and 12 of season 1 were done the way they were done in volume 4 of the light novel and the manga. Maybe I haven't read the manga, so but I do know it kind of follows the light novel to a large degree. So if it was done the way it was done in that portrayal, Koki's uh, mindset and the madness that he is experiencing now, not trusting his friends and the envy and the jealousy that he has Nagumo, and the future feeling of Nagumo taking everything, or Hajime taking everything away from him, would be better portrayed, and to some degree might be better understood. This is, again, like I said in the last review, why I wanted Ari Feretta Volume 8, Haltina's Labyrinth, to be an OVA, so we could focus more on, the Girl Talk backstory and start to make those connecting threads to what we're seeing in this episode, with him like punching the wall and everybody asking like, "Hey, you okay, buddy?" And this is thing about mental health, just a little mental health thing. It's like if you see people acting like people was acting in this video, not named Tio, Yui, and Shia and Hajime, yeah, you may want to check in, cause yeah, much like in this episode, they were not okay. They were not okay. Especially Shizuku, who, speaking of, gives me great hope. Like I said about the outro for this arc, gives me great hope, but also gives me trepidation. Sorry about my thing there. Um, in the sense that they did a brilliant job of showing you the evolution and one of Shizuku, and one of her biggest problems that she's constantly putting her desires and her wishes and her dreams aside for others just because of how people perceive her. Being the big sister, and yes, I will do a Shizuku characterization. Matter of fact, given that her rehab may come between the 20th and the 27th, I may do hers before Koki's, because the next person up to start the rehab is gonna be, of course, Hajime, and much like I said, anybody not named Yui, Tio, and Shia, along with Hajime, they were okay this whole episode. Yeah, the voices were talking, but they weren't affected. At least until Hajime got in that room. I mean, even he said what the voices were saying to him, that you're a murderer and that you'll never fit in with regular society. And he just said, oh, that hurts so bad. And he was just chill. He was good till he got in that room with his reflection by himself. That's when he started to feel it. So, yeah, he was good. Who wasn't good, like I said before, was Shizuku and Koki. I mean, Shizuku literally saw the dark incarnation of herself, and it's kind of weird because it's like in the pictures of the light novel, the evil Shizuku has like white hair, but this one I think was a little bit better because she had the red eyes and the black hair and just the purplish body made her look more demonic. And yeah, I don't want to talk to that either. I mean, I might have had a cold sweat if I saw something like that, pleading the blood of Jesus all over the place. Excuse me, Lord, that's blasphemous, but I would have, because it's like, that's not something you want to see in your nightmares. You don't want to see nothing like that. But that's her in itself. And Koki, yeah, he looked in the mirror and saw that coming at him, and he punched the mirror. He punched the mirror because of it. So yeah, people going through. But overall, I mean, I think this is a solid episode. I mean, to think the attacking aspect of them being mentally controlled by their doubles to attack Hajime and his crew. Speaking of Shizuku and Koki, and even Kairi was attacking Yui, which is a bit of a shock because in the novel, I don't remember, at least when I listened to it, I don't remember Kairi being affected like that. I mean, everybody's gonna have to, deal with their dark side, obviously. Given what the trailers have shown us and what I know about the light novel. But even Kairi, I don't think, from what I read in the light novel or saw in the light novel, listened to in the light novel because I read the audiobooks, wasn't affected by it. So that's an interesting change. And a funny one, given the fact that she was going after you. Speaking of one more thing on Shizuku, there's a reason she went after Shia. We'll get to that when when she went to we go to her rehabs, one of the things you're gonna find out in her rehab, there's a reason she went after She. Gonna shock you. Gonna shock some of you about Shizuku. But like I said, overall, better chapter, or I should say better episode than last week. And that's all I got for this one. If you like anything you heard, please like and subscribe to the video. And since we won't be getting, from what I've seen, I think it's gonna be delayed. I'll check in. But since we may not get another episode next week, or I should say Monday, I'll go live with episodes 10, 11, because I have to repost episode 10, because for some strange reason I got like a copyright restriction on episode 10 when I went live with that one. So I'll just do 10, 11, depending on whether or not we get an episode next week. Now, probably because of the fact that I'm doing this after the fact, probably save it for a Tuesday, so probably on the 7th, and not on the 6th like I would normally do on every Monday. So stay tuned for that. Be blessed and catch you in the next one. All right.